Alright everybody, now then, here I am with the old Windgoo B20 bike, and I'm going to go and take it on a range test. Now on the website it says it does 21 kilometres or 13 miles on a full charge. I'm about 93 kilograms and I'm about 1.78 metres tall. I don't know why the height makes a much difference. It's more the weight will make a difference. But I'm going to go as far as I can go. Let's see if we can get to the 13 miles. The 13 miles or the 21 kilometres obviously means under specific circumstances where it's probably flat, a lighter rider. It's warm today, so that the temperature shouldn't be a factor. But anyway, let's go. I got the old GoPro on the front here. Let's see how far we can get. Right, okay, I've gone about a mile or so now, and I've pulled up by here. I don't know if you can see behind me. It might be a bit windy, but there, over there, look, Caerphilly Castle, and it's supposed to be the second largest castle in Britain, just behind me there. I'll turn the camera around now, and this way, and unfortunately, it says on your look, 1st of April, this is locked until between this time and this time. So I was hoping to go up this path and give you a better look of Caerphilly Castle, but I'll pop the camera up there. You can see they're having work done at the moment, but I can't go in there. This is closed off in the winter times. There's the bike there, look, and this is where I am at the moment. Caerphilly Castle, that's the moat going around there. And let's go down here a little bit, see if you can see a bit more of the castle. But there we are, some ducks, look, plenty of birds and wildlife. Little island over there, and there's the castle up there. Looks much better from the front. But when you go along these paths here, they're all covered in goose poo. So when I'm on a bike, I try and avoid these paths because the goose poo is terrible. But I might go over there now in a minute and have a look. Maybe take a picture, show you from that side over there. But there we are anyway. Let's get back on the bike. See how many more miles I can get. Right, okay, I managed to dodge the goose poo. If it's windy, I'm sorry, I can't help it. But I've managed to dodge the goose poo, and I'm over the other side of the castle. I think I've done about 2 miles altogether. The bike's down by there. Here's the bike down by there. It's doing pretty good so far. I'll spin the camera around and show you my view. There we go. Bit more of the old the moat. People do a lot of fishing by here, but I think there's some guy looking to see if you can see some fish, but scouting the area out. Oh, look at this here, look. Look, there's a race between the geese. Look at the size of that. That's a swan. A swan and a goose having a race then. The goose won, or the goose was scared. But there we are, look, there's a bit of a swan there, look. Swan there, but oh, he didn't like me. And then I think there's another one up there somewhere. But there, I think it is. But that was good, wasn't it? That was good timing. Anyway, let's crack on. Right, okay, I think I've done about 6 miles-ish now, I think something like that. But I come to part of the Taff Trail it is, and you can see behind me here, I'll spin the camera around now, but you can see a viaduct behind me there, look. So, and then there's a path down that way there, and that is the Taff Trail. So I'll just turn the camera around now, and you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, there's the bike. And then up there, these big huge viaducts, look. And there's another one over here. And quite big, isn't they? Obviously the train track would have gone across the top of there, going somewhere over that way and somewhere over that way. But yeah, so I've done about 6 miles now on the bike. So I think it's best to sort of head back home now, because I don't know if it'll do 13 miles altogether, but seeing as it's about 6 miles back, or maybe less than 6 miles back, it all depends which way I go. I better head back and try and run the battery out when I'm close to home. So anyway, let's crack on and get back. It's a nice view from up here, but the one thing you can't do is, I don't know if it shows up on camera, this is Caerphilly Mountain Hill, and without any gears and a small motor, you can't really get up big hills unless you're going to get puffed out. So I've been pushing the bike up the hill so far, but the view is stunning from up here. There we are, almost up the top of the mountain. I don't know if you can see, got the mountains up over there, and there's a lorry behind me, so I might not be able to hear me properly. A lorry coming past now, so, but yeah, and what I did was, when I was coming up the hill, I was using the throttle to pull, like I was pushing the bike and using the throttle, and it pulled me up the hill. So, so I cheated a bit, so I was walking, but the bike was pulling me up the hill. So anyway, look at the lovely view you get from Caerphilly if you go up the mountain. You get a great view, and you get a nice lorry going past as well. Hey. But it's nice houses up here too. But it's a nice spot to stop. Little roundabout. The top of the mountain is not far. It's not far up. Up there, the top of the mountain's up that way. And so I'd say I'm about more than halfway up. But there's a bit to go up behind me. then you get to the top of the mountain, and the views are lovely up there. You can see all across there, all down through the valleys. Anyway, and the bike is still with me, look. If I move back, the bike's still there, still doing well. I don't know how many miles are left, but I got sidetracked. I'm definitely going to make my way back down now. So you would have just seen on the GoPro, I just went past Caerphilly train station. You should have seen the train. And just behind me here is a place called Van Mansions. I'll spin the camera around now and you'll have a peek. But there we are, still going strong. The old fold-up city commuter bike. I've been quite a lot of places. I've been out for about 2 hours now. Anyway, up there, look. Another nice place in Caerphilly. Van Mansions, a lot of history in that place, and there's some nice houses around here too. And if you go up that road there, it takes you to a lovely walk across loads of fields. There's paths across here. It's a lovely walk. But there we go, Van Mansions. Look at that, very big place. Somebody working on it up there now, fixing it up. Anyway, that was another detour, so definitely going back to the house now. Battery's getting low. So let's jump on the bike and get back to the house. Well, have a guess what happened? I haven't made it home when the battery's run out. So I think it's done about 10 miles. I think. I'll have to check my route after. But around about that, 10 miles. But anyway, I'll spin the camera around, I'll show you. If I turn it on, you can see, look, it's completely dead now. There's no light down here at all. So I just got to rely on pedal power now, and obviously I haven't got any gears. I just got that cog and that cog. So anyway, I'm less than a mile away from home, maybe 3/4 of a mile, over a kilometre, a little bit. For people who use kilometres, obviously I'm in the UK, I use miles. A lot of people use kilometres, so I'd say I'm about a kilometre, 1.5 kilometres away, I'd say. 3/4 of a mile, something like that. So I'm sure I can make it home, but it's a bit of a bum bag, isn't it? Anyway, let's get back. Hey, all right then. There we go. I made it back on pedal power. Bit of a shame I didn't get back with the battery still going, but I did my mission, which was to get the battery completely discharged altogether. And I'll try and work out what it was, and I'll put it by here how far it did. What can I say? I had a good time. This bike's fun, but don't expect to go long distances on it, because if you go 5 miles one way, you've got to get 5 miles back. So you can only go about 5 or 6 miles, unless you take the charger with you, and then if you're going to work, you can charge the bike back up, so you can go the further distances. But it's ideal for doing little city commutes or nip into the shops or what have you. That's what it's designed for. And you know, last minute journeys, because it's a folded bike, you could stick it in your car. Say you want to take your car for MOT and you wanted to nip back home, you'd pop this in the back of the boot of the car, take your car for MOT, go back home on your bike, have a cup of tea, have a sandwich, go back, pick your car up later on. It's fantastic for stuff like that. But anyway, if you enjoyed my little outing on the bike, then go on, give it a like. or a dislike, I don't mind. Subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Ha-ha!